Hey guys, my name's Mooseface, and today I'm going to be giving you a serious tutorial compared to my previous video on the fifth day. Now, this is a game that just came out on Steam yesterday, and what I'm going to do is go into the free play game, hopefully is load my last save, which you can do by hitting escape and hitting the save button. If you want to start a brand new game, you have to go into the options and then you can reset all the data. Now, as part of this tutorial, I thought it would be a good idea to do this because even the in-game tutorial doesn't seem to explain too much. So I've got quite a bit of equipment on me now, a few different tools, so yeah, I should be able to give you guys a few tips. The first thing I'm going to talk to you about is hacking. You might think that's a bit of a strange choice for the first stage in the tutorial, but you'll see why I'm doing this. So you find this tool, which is like a sort of hacking gun. In fact, I'll tell you what it's called. It's called a hack tool. There you go. So you find this hack tool, point it at an RFID. This is one of them. This is one that you will see in the tutorial called the harvester. Now, when you're hacking, first thing you want to do is, well, if you don't know any of the controls, is first of all type help, which gives you the rundown there. But first thing you want to do really is hit LS, which will give you a list of available directories. And there you go. There's the three. You can see that I've got one file in the RFID directory, 3 files in the control directory, and there's no files in test02. So if we go into RFID, the way we would do that is we type CD space and then RFID. It's not case sensitive at this point, so we can see we're now in that. Hit LS again for a list of available directories, and we can see that now we have this command available in this file called set master. To run that, all we do is type run space, and this, it is case sensitive, so make sure you type it in exactly as it is. Run set master, and now we are in control of this device, and we can access it by hitting I for the inventory and opening the RFID storage module here, and you can see the harvester has appeared there, and by clicking on that, what we can do is give it some commands, tell it to get concrete, get wood, get iron ore, activate and deactivate, and tell it where to come back with the goods. So the first thing I'm going to do is activate it, tell it to get wood, and I'm going to go back now because I have got a few droids down there. What you can do in this game, which is rather interesting, is, so there goes the harvester. He's going over there to get some wood for me. Hopefully he should stop fairly close. There you go, and you'll see there's a bit of a cloud coming up there. You can hack into these robots. I'm going to do that now while they're stood still. I'm going to do exactly the same thing. LS. It's got the same directory, so I'm just going to go CD RFID, and then if I just run set master again, I now am controlling that particular robot. I'm going to do the same with this one, so I'm just going to do oh, that's it, yeah. So RFID, so I want to do CD RFID That gets me into that directory, and then I can run set master. Excellent. Okay, so I've got these two hunters under my control now. What happens is, when you do that, this is a device that you'll spawn with. This is the only thing that you're going to spawn with. This allows you to see enemies in red and allies in green, and there's neutral things which appear in yellow as well. Now, something I have discovered is when you first hack into these hunter robots, if I was to jump down there now, they would shoot me. So what I have to do first is click on them. I don't know if this is intentional or whether it's just a bug. Deactivate it. You can see that the lights have gone off on the first one and now the second one. And then if you reactivate them, they should wander off and do their thing. Yeah. Now the reason hopefully they shouldn't attack me then. I'll just run in front of one just to prove that. I'm not going to get under his feet because I know that. There you go. Look, he's having a look at me. He's not shooting me. He's not particularly interested. I've not done enough with it to know whether they'll attack other hunter robots or the detonator robots. Just I haven't seen them attacking them for me, so they may do that. I don't know. There's my wood harvester there. So what I'm going to do is go onto the harvester, and I'm going to tell it to return here. Now, don't be surprised if it doesn't return straight away. It's not going to. What it does is it makes sure it fills itself up with whatever resource that you've asked it to get, and then it will come back and dump it here. So yeah, don't worry about that. You're probably not. It does take a very long while, so just leave it to it. Tell it where to go, leave it to it, and carry on your merry way. As far as I know, the harvester is the only way to get wood. I have attempted to get wood with an axe, but nothing seems to happen. I'm just looking at my weight there in the top left-hand corner just to see if it's going up. So I'm not getting any wood from that tree at all using that axe. Something I have found is that the axe is useful for is removing structures that you don't want. I've only tried this with wooden structures. I'm not sure if it will work with brick ones. It wouldn't really make sense if it did, but there we go. Okay, so I'm just going to head over to the farm over here, which is in this direction. Now what this has is a piece of machinery that I'd like to show you, because what I'd like to explain next is this top left hand corner, what's going on with these symbols. Now the very top one, the shield, is basically your health. It's like armour. If that goes down through being attacked by robots, what you need to do is find one of these devices. You can just go inside and hit the action button, and then as you stand there, we'll top it up to 100%. I'll just leave that to carry on and do its thing. The symbol below that, sort of nuclear reactor symbol, that is your total available power, and we can call this one your equivalent strength. That will determine how much weight you can carry, and also how fast you can move carrying that weight. The symbol below that, the little lightning bolt there, is basically your stamina. You can see it's constantly going up. this is affected by your capacitors. So basically, the more capacitors you have, the higher that figure can go. And ultimately, if you stay still like I am now, it charges. But if you run, it will go down. If you jump, it will go down. Even just walking like this, you can see it going down. So really, it's not your stereotypical stamina thing. If it does go down to 0, it doesn't matter. You'll still be able to move. It's just you won't be able to move very fast. And depending on the weight you're carrying, you'll just get slower and slower and use more energy. Obviously the symbol below the lightning bolt, which is the kilogram symbol, that there is just your total weight, which is what we've just been talking about, so I don't really need to go into that. The arrow that's underneath that is like a chargeable jump. Now this is done depending on how many kilojoules you've got in that next to that lightning bolt. So at the moment I've got 1,600-ish. That would enable me to jump quite a bit higher. I'll just oh, there's something there. What's that? Oh, you see that there's a I can't pick that up because I've already got one. That's one of the hacker tools. I'll just show you how this jump system works. I'll just hold my space bar now. If you hold, which is the jump button, if you hold it, you can see the percentage going up. 4, 5, and it will take your energy when you let go, like that. And we can jump onto higher things like that, which is quite cool. This is one of my guys, isn't it? So yeah, there we go. So they shouldn't shoot me. They do seem to be follow me around, which is nice. Almost like a bit of protection, unless that's coincidence that they're just following me. But yeah, okay. I'm just going to go back over to the pit, and hopefully our harvester, which you can see over there, has dropped us off our first batch of wood, and then I can talk to you about how to build. It does look like he may have dropped something off. He's not over the trees anymore. There he is. Hasn't dropped it yet. Seems to have been waiting for me. But yeah. Well, unless it's fallen down there. No, it hasn't. Come on then. When you're ready. When you're ready, let me redo the command and see if that helps. No. Well, I don't know what's going on here, unless of course he has already dropped it and it's despawned. Let me give him another command to get wood. Let's deactivate him. Oh, don't know if that's killed me actually. Has that killed me? No, it hasn't. It hasn't quite killed me actually. Okay, so now he's landed. Let's activate him again. There are a few little bugs like this which unfortunately don't make the game any easier. Turn here, let's tell it to go get some wood. I'm going to be quite annoyed if it hasn't given me any of that wood, because it oh, there it is. It's falling in there. So it did actually drop it, and you can see it's going off to get some more wood. That's quite annoying that it's gone down there. Oh well, we'll go down. The other thing is there doesn't seem to be any full damage, so don't worry about that. All you have to do is go up to these containers and you'll see the little symbol appear around your sort of crosshair, your reticle, and you just hit the F, or the action button, and you can, if you look at my weight in the top left, oh, apparently there's no wood in there. Okay. Well, that's disappointing. Just make it very hard to do a tutorial when things aren't working. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get this working, and then I'll come back to you guys. Okay then guys, so my harvester's finally finished its second run, and this is what happens when you're nearby. It will drop capsule and continue and go and get some more wood. This little exploder guy here, let's get rid of him. Oh no, he's gonna walk off. That works for me absolutely perfectly. Wait, there's another one. No, it isn't. It's the same one. Okay, so now, hopefully, go inside there. Look at this. We've got all this wood, and if you use these side diamonds, you can just get more wood. If you just click on the same hexagon over and over and over and over and over and over, eventually you will empty the capsule of all the wood, and your weight will go up quite substantially there. 4,221 kilograms. Doesn't matter, I want to build around here anyway. Let's build up here on the grass. So what you'll need to do to build, oh, he's managed to work his way out. I'll tell you what, let's dispatch him. I got him. It was a waste of the only 2 bullets I ever had. Anyway, yeah, let's talk about building then. So, to build, obviously you'll need the wood, or the resources, and you'll need one of these guides. Now volume 1, if we look inside, deals with wooden structures. Now don't be fooled into thinking this is all you can build. Again, use these diamonds. Make sure you're not doing both of them like that, because it won't change. Make sure you're well over, and then you get a whole bunch of other options which are useful. That's volume 1. I do have volume 2 here as well, which are like brick structures here. That's a concrete beam, concrete stairs, concrete lighting. Okay, so there's a few different bits. Obviously we've got wood, so that's all we're going to do. Now I've got the wood in my inventory. You can see I've got 35 wood. All I have to do is left click while I'm holding this survival guide and select what I want. I'm going to get a wooden floor, and then, much in the style of sort of rust, you can decide where you want to put it. I'm going to put that down now. Get another one, put that there. I can see that detonator coming my way, whatever you want to call him. I'm just going to make this a very small building, just to avoid me from dying. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, it didn't stop me from dying, but yeah, I think the best option was to let him blow up in my face. So let's just check there's no more of them around that are going to disturb me, otherwise this video is going to be really naff. Okay, so let's have a... Oh man, you can see the because I've only got the bog standard power carrying all this weight with me, how slow I'm having to move. I'm just going to use these 2 wooden floors. Next thing we're going to do is put my columns up. I'll just show you actually, because this is quite interesting. You don't need to put the columns up before you can put the doorway in and the walls and things like that. So that's quite cool. You know, there's no you don't need to worry. It automatically rotates to fit the... Well, oh dear. Okay, but yeah. That's just what happens in this game. I'm afraid you get snuck up on like that. But hopefully you guys managed to see enough of that to realise just how to build. What I was saying there is you don't need to put the pillars up first before you put the walls up. or the doorways or whatever. So that's quite good. But other than that, yeah, it does build quite similarly to Rust and the like. Anyway, guys, I hope you liked the video. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.